I'm going to dive right in today, and I'm just going to give you some really approachable things that you can do that are not bullshit like cut carbs and eat more protein. Because if you're in perimenopause and you're in menopause, right? I talk to hundreds of you guys. I've done thousands of consults with women like you, and I know that you're struggling, and not everybody is in a place right now where they want to hire a coach or they want to take that next step, but they also don't want to walk around feeling like absolute dog shit all the time. So if you're here with me, whether you're live or you're on replay, I would actually love to hear from you. If you're prior to menopause, put peri. And if you're post-menopause, you can just put menopause or put post-menopause. I'd love to get a sense of where you guys are at, because we're always getting new members in this group. And while I try to have conversations with everybody, I'm obviously only one person. Let me know where you're at, because that allows me also to tailor the trainings over the next couple of weeks to you guys. I'm going to give you straight up tactics. I'm going to tell you number 4 is absolutely the hardest one. It's been really hard for me to learn and apply, but it's also been really impactful. And it's the same with our clients, right? We've helped hundreds of women through these phases of our lives, right? Like me and my team are really good at it. We're specialists. This is what we do all the time. Number 1 is the first thing I'm going to tell you as a tactic or a thing to focus on. So many of you guys are focused on things that, yes, they're important. I got to get more protein. I got to get more fiber. I got to get more steps. I got to do this stuff, but it's not working. So I'm actually going to flip the script, and I'm going to tell you, instead of focusing on getting the perfect macros, if you want to feel less like absolute dog shit, you need to focus on micronutrients. So instead of focusing just on macros, focus on your micros. So that is your minerals, that is your vitamins, minerals specifically, because most of us are not eating enough of them. We're not eating enough variety, and we're not eating enough fruits and vegetables. And all of our hormones require minerals in order to convert properly. So you need the raw materials to make the hormones that you're trying to fix. I love protein and I love macros and I love all of those things. What I really want you guys to start thinking about is more minerals and more micronutrients, because it will absolutely change the way that you think, the way that you feel, and the way that you function. Number 2 is going to be supporting your liver, and really even like your gut as well, because a lot of these hormone conversions are taking place inside of your gut and your liver. And the reality is as we go through menopause is going to make you more susceptible to things like insulin issues, which is going to affect your liver. It's going to make you more susceptible to leaky gut, which is going to affect your hormone conversion, because those things take place inside of your gut. I know a lot of you like to drink wine to take the edge off. Stop doing that, because it's not working, but really supporting your liver. So a good way to think about this is bitter is good for your liver. So bitter foods are really good for your liver. And also, if you're going to drink, I would drink earlier in the day so that your body can burn it off and you will actually be able to sleep at night. Bitter foods are good for your liver. So that's a really important one. Your liver is so important to proper hormone function and proper hormone detox. And if you're not detoxing those hormones, especially in perimenopause, because in perimenopause, your estrogen's doing like these wild swings. So if you're having a huge swing up in estrogen, but that estrogen is being recirculated, you all of a sudden are going to have just absolutely raging mood swings. You're going to be puffy and swollen and moody as fuck because you already have tons of estrogen. And then it's being recirculated. And so really important that you're pooping, paying attention to your liver, your gut. That's number 2. Number 3 is to stop ignoring your other hormones. I hear it all the time. Like, oh, I went on HRT, or I'm on an estrogen patch. And it's like, okay, well, newsflash. I'm going to tell you right now, your estrogen patch is not the reason that you are overweight. I have seen thousands and thousands of, I've seen so many labs. That's not it, okay? You guys are ignoring the other hormones, and oh, look, your gut and your liver is down here as well. Obviously, your gut is not a hormone. I'm not stupid, but it's these other hormones, especially as you're going through menopause, that become really important. And then the much awaited number 4 is probably like the hardest one. It's really hard mentally, but it's can be really helpful to make it suck less. I think it's grace and acceptance. And this one's really hard for me because I fucking hate getting older. I hate admitting that I can't do the things that I used to be able to do. And so I still do a lot of them. But I'll give you an example. Like, I used to go to CrossFit and I really liked it. Well, I physically cannot do that anymore. My body physically cannot handle the demands and the stress of that. So I hate admitting that I need a little bit more time to recharge. And so part of that's just this grace and this acceptance and being okay with where you're at on your journey, because your cells are older. Your body is less resilient. Whether you like it or you don't like it, it is happening. And I think one of the most profound things that you can do is stop trying to be be the old you and instead focus on becoming the absolute most magical, best version of this current version of you. Because so many women are like, I want to look like I did when I was this age, or I want to feel like I did when I was this age. And it's like, well, we can't go back and you'll never feel that way again. So I feel better now in my 40s than I did in my 20s, but there are a lot of things that don't feel as good, right? And so that's that like grace and that like acceptance part. So I think instead of trying to be who you were and do what you did when you were younger, I think making that mindset shift to how do I become the best version of my 45-year-old self or my 55-year-old self, or hell, my 65-year-old self? How do I become the best version of me that I can absolutely be right now? It becomes very empowering to make that shift because you're never going to be the 30-year-old version of you again. No matter how much exercise you do or how much we refine your hormones or how much HRT you take or any of those things, you're still going to have wrinkles and you're still going to have way more empowerment, all the awesome shit that comes with being older. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.